Yes, the Reaper. Everybody has been asking what happened to the Reaper during our first run after the upgrade series, because we had quite a bit snap and break down, including in the end a tire rolling away. Now, folks that have been watching the show know that these are Jumbo Kongs. They are discontinued. You still can find them, which is fortunate at the time of this filming. And these are aluminum rims from RC four-wheel drive. Now, this actually came off at the end of the video, was floating away, spoiler alert. But of course we had a lot of fun with this summit before things started to break down. Now, one of the things that was a huge factor was the cold, because we went out during a fairly chilly day. There was snow, there was ice, a lot of shrinkage was going on. And I can tell you, when you've got cold and plastics mixed together, it's not a good combo. Now, I did say in the last in-studio video with this that I was going to use some magnets, earth magnets, to hold the body on. I decided that was not going to be a good idea for the scale of vehicle that I was working with here. Now, a lot of you may be admiring the body. This is a Proline 1/8 scale rat rod body, actually made for the Summit. Some folks say they don't like it. That's okay, it's my RC. I'm having a great time with it. Some folks have never seen a rat rod monster truck before. I've had a ball with it. I've had a really good time. And I'll tell you what, this whole covering on here from Pit Dog Hydro, I'll leave a link in the video description box down below to his YouTube channel. He did a hydro dip on this body for me. It's actually dipped from the inside. So it's not an exterior wrap or a paint job. You guys can find out more about hydro dipping on YouTube. Just search it out. Now here we go. I put those on so we didn't have to have the magnets letting loose and of course everything coming out. Check it out. Some people didn't notice in the video that we actually have lights here and here. These are the original Traxxas Summit lights, and I basically took them off the body. They have a quick connect right there. See that? So pull. That kind of comes undone. The lights move away. Isn't that a sick job? Anyway, I've shown this off enough. I know some people don't like it, so I don't want it to be in your face. And there's a whole bunch of dislikes. Anyway, so I've been working on this. You can see the outerwear shrouds have come off of the Kershaw Designs motor. Now, thank God, the owner of Kershaw had actually emailed me and said, "Medic, the spur gears that I was using at the time, I think they were..." Do I even have them in my pocket still? I think there were 17 tooth pinions. There we go, right there, okay? Now, he called or emailed me, pardon me, and said, hey, you need to gear down. So I totally went to 14 tooth. Not enough. Pinions, for those that don't know, are the drive gear on the motors, okay? So you can see here, this is a pinion. It goes against the spur gear that does the whole transfer of power from the motors to the drivetrain. Now, when you're doing gearing ratios, if you have big, huge tires like these big mudders, you know, you've got to run a really low pinion and have a lot of torque, or else you're going to be drawing a lot of power through the ESC, and that's not good. Right? A lot of power means a lot of heat. And if you don't have an ESC that can handle the heat, it's not going to operate and you could risk breaking it. So this is all a custom setup. All the RPM arms, everything you can see in the last upgrading video or the series. Same with the waterproof servos. These are Savox. Now, what I was talking about with springs is that these springs have a code on them. There's a yellow right there. I've got the black ones on the way and different rocker arms right here. My buddy Geo Stealth R1 on YouTube, he also did a Summit build. He had different rocker arms so you could adjust the suspension. I didn't get the same ones, I couldn't find them, but I did get a different set. They're on their way so I can help lift the back of this truck a little bit because it squats when you put it down. Hold on. If you saw the other video, you definitely know what we're saying. Okay, there, you can see it kind of squats a little bit too low. I'd actually like it to be sitting right about there, you know, about just above the 50% mark. Now, everything's still going okay in here. I know that one of the things that broke was the CVD, I'm pretty sure, the axle stub. So let's have a quick look. Take off the inside hub. Now that wheel, this one here that actually fell off, was nothing more, you can hear it shaking in there, than the wheel nut. Now, someone pointed out to me on Facebook or somewhere a different set of wheel nuts that I could use on this model instead of these little tiny M10s, I think they are. These little tiny bolts, they don't hold strong enough, hey? From the immense, must be vibration and whatever, these little fellas just don't do. I wish I actually had paid more attention. I get so many things on Facebook, it's hard to pay attention to all of them, but I did see there was a custom set. Now I'm noticing something broken in here. Okay, I'm just pouring out little pieces. Looks like one of the bolts may have sheared off. Check that. Oh, you can't focus it. Doesn't matter. You're going to have to believe me. It's a little tiny bolt. Maybe on the inside of the rim. I'll have to figure out where that came from. Let's take this off here. Okay, so the hex adapter. Take in... Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm looking for my pliers to take out the drive pin. There we go. Is this the one here? Yeah, it's certainly not feeling good. Okay, also got to get in there with the hex driver. Get in there, remove the control arm assembly. There we go. Yeah, I can see it right away. And here we go. Nice and snapped. Look at that. Too much torque. So what happened was, yes, I did upgrade the drive line right through the center of the truck, but I didn't do these output drive shafts, which I should. Now, I've remedied that. I have ordered MIPs. They're on their way. I did not go the Traxxas route. Come on. There we go. Check out this. Right there. That is pretty gnarly. Come on, focus. There we go. Nice. Now that's torque, hey? It snapped right off during that scene. And I'll tell you, it was a lot of water, a lot of pressure that was moving those tires, holding them back, of course, and subsequently snapping this. Now, I know that's not the only problem. I could just replace this part with another axle stub, but I know with the two motors that we have, it's going to happen again. So it looks like I need another bearing replacement here anyway. So there. So I know that this is a problem. Let's move on to the front, because I heard that there was some clicking up there, and I think it's a diff. I'm going to put on the other tire on this side, because it was just the wheel nut that let loose. But it actually doesn't seem to be... Click, click, click. There we go. There's the issue. There's your problem, sir. Clickety, clickety, click. Definitely the diff on the inside. Ugh. Now, I always tell people, I always say support your local hobby stores. I certainly do. It's PM Hobbycraft. I always have a link in the video description box down below, of course. But for things like diffs and diff assemblies, sometimes instead of getting, you know, just the parts, because I know I've busted this up in here, man. This is going to be the spider gears, differential, the whole deal. I'm going to start with a whole new assembly. Now that's on its way. I did get it on eBay. Sometimes the guys that are parting trucks out, you can get a pretty good deal. So I got a couple of diffs for 80 bucks, bearings, gears, the whole deal. So they're on their way with the MIP drive shafts. So we're going to swap that out when they get here, and all 4 drive shafts all the way around. And then it should be up on its way. I am going to get a couple of different pinions, the 11 tooth pinions, and probably a different spur gear, and maybe some wheel adapters if I get in touch with Kershaw Designs again. That's the plan. But that's the update on the Reaper for you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Sorry we couldn't get any further, but I knew that I needed to do a diagnostic before I really got into fixing it, of course. And if you guys want me to fix this on camera, go ahead, please comment in the video section down below to let me know you're even interested, because I know it's just swapping out drive shafts, but if you want me to do it, I totally will. Guys, thanks a lot. Hopefully I've earned your subscription today. Maybe a like click, and as always, I hope you're getting outside enjoying some fun RC. See you in the next episode of RC Adventures.